printing, and I printed up a Philadelphia Strider shirt for my old track team as an effort to help them raise money for the upcoming track season. That went good. I went to the track and I put the shirt that I made after I made the DTF on the track, and I took a picture of the shirt. I want to show it to you guys real fast. So here's a picture right here. You guys can see. Can you guys see that? Check that out. Turned out really good, right? I sat the shirt on the track, and yeah, came out really good. Yeah, DTF. So yeah, I want to ask you guys a question that are watching this video. Are you using AI in your business? And if so, how are you using AI in your business, and what specific AIs are you using? All we get bombarded with recently is AI, AI. You should be using AI. If you're not using AI, if you're not figuring out, if you're not learning how to use AI, you're falling behind. You have no choice but to use AI. AI is the future. AI, AI, AI. You're going to be out of jobs, AI, because of AI. We get bombarded every day with artificial intelligence. But in the printing and embroidery space, how are you using AI, and what AIs are you using? I've got my opinion, and I want to hear from you guys. It seems to me, I hope this in the background isn't too noisy. I could stop it, but I want to keep this going. I only got 2 more of these patches left to go, and then I'm done with this batch. But it seems to me, with the jobs that I get on a regular basis, the only thing people in this space are really using AI for is to generate graphics. Correct me if I'm wrong. One of the only things, but the main thing that people are using AI for is to generate graphics. And it makes sense, right? But what are some other AIs that we should be using to help ease up our workflow, simplify our workflow? Maybe some back-end AIs, whereas though on the business side of the business we could be using. What are some other AIs that we should be using? So I did a little bit of research, and I asked actually AI, ChatGPT, which is an AI that everybody should know by now. I mean, should have used one time or another. In the comments, I want to know, have you guys ever used AI? If so, what AI have you used? I would say most people have used ChatGPT by now. Have you used ChatGPT? Are you against AI? What's your take on AI? So, when I asked ChatGPT, what are some AIs that can be used in the garment decorating, in the printing and embroidery space, ChatGPT replied exactly what I said, exactly what I thought. Graphic generation, and to my surprise, ChatGPT responded by saying AI digitizing. So I'm like, AI digitizing, like auto digitizing? So I did some research and tried to find some AI software that can digitize for us, and to my surprise, there is none. What I discovered was there are tools that are AI assisted that you can use, but what ChatGPT said is nothing has totally replaced a skilled digitizer as of yet. So that's what we have to think about. That's what we have to look forward to. But I honestly don't think that we're going to get there anytime soon. I could be wrong, but when digitizing, there's so many different decisions that can be made that can give you different results in the final stitch out of your file that I don't think AI can replace it. Jerry Poston says, I use AI daily. ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini are my most used. Now, Jerry, besides generating graphics, right, what are you using AI for? What are you using ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini for? Like me as a YouTuber, there's a bunch of different things I can use like AI for, whether it be video ideas, which I need to start doing. I can get an AI double of myself to pump videos out faster, which I don't, which I've thought about, but I still enjoy physically doing this. So I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna do it, but when I do it, if I do it, I think I'm going to mix the AI in with my original video, which is gonna kind of like defeat the purpose, but I still want to have some type of authenticity in my delivery. So yeah, Jerry Poston, what are you using Perplexity and Gemini? Like, how are you using it besides for generating graphics? So there's a reason why I want to talk about this and make this video. So the other day, about 3 weeks ago or so, my mother came to me and she had an image. It was a picture, an actual physical photo that she had, and she asked me if I could redo or fix the photo because it was like really old. It had chips in it. It like was really faded. It was on its last leg pretty much. And I looked at it and it was so bad that I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, there's not much I can do in Photoshop. And plus I'm not subscribed to Photoshop anymore. I use Affinity Photo and Affinity Design and Affinity Publisher, but I haven't used Publisher yet, but mostly Affinity Photo and Affinity Design. So I left the photo right over there on one of my machines for about a week. And then, because I knew I was going to do something with it, I just didn't know what I was going to do yet. And quite frankly, I didn't have the time to upload it into graphic design software and try to manipulate it to get it to look like what it's supposed to look like again. Jerry says, I use Perplexity to research popular items that people are selling. That's smart. That's a very good idea. Listen, guys, we're trying to get ideas from each other, right? Somebody says, Fez Y says, we only use ChatGPT for our product descriptions. There's another thing. On Shopify, it has a built-in AI, and you can type in your description, and Shopify, the AI built into Shopify will actually take what you describe and make it better. And you can choose to use that or to stick with your original, and it can actually redo it if you don't like it. And Shopify also has an AI on the side that you can ask about different things in your store, what's performing, and get stats and stuff like that. It's a very, very, very helpful AI in Shopify. So just thought I'd add in there, giving you guys ideas of how you can start implementing AI in your business. Now, I'm going to show you guys a photo that my mom gave me. So this is a photo of my mother when she was younger, and you guys see how bad that photo looked. So I had my work cut out for me. It's different. Let me tell you guys something. It's one thing if you have an actual digital image, right? because digital images have information in them, right? And with digital images and the information, if it's a big enough file, you can kind of like manipulate it to get things that are in that file to come back. But when it's an actual photo, you can only do but so much. But I thought to myself, let me ask ChatGPT AI to fix this image for me. And I did it, and I'm going to show you guys what I got in a second. Jerry Polson says, I use ChatGPT to help with my business projects I may have in my daily activities, such as helping me create a liability release form or when people want me to embroider on their items. Okay, liability release form for when people want you, okay, on their items. That makes sense. That makes sense. So legal documents, there you go. That's another one that we can use AI for. If you have all the customer's information, you can also use AI, ChatGPT, to create a, what's it called? To create a, geez, somebody just asked me for one the other day. I do them all the time. Invoice, to create an invoice for you. Because if you're like me, I hate with a passion. Well, I don't hate it with a passion, but it's kind of not what I enjoy, and it's not what most of us enjoy, because most of us are creatives, right? So we don't like really enjoy doing the back end work in our businesses. So, all right. So I asked ChatGPT to fix this photo for me, and this is what I got. So that is what ChatGPT did, and I was pretty amazed. If you check the before, and then you check the after, let me put up a side by side so you guys can actually see this side by side. It's pretty incredible what ChatGPT was able to do. Boom. Can I do a side by side? It's not letting me do one. Hold on one second. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I got to do 3. Multi-views can only support 1 PDF or image. Oh, this is terrible. I can't do a side by side. Okay, so this is the first one, right? The original. And this is what ChatGPT created. So I'm going to keep on going back and forth so you guys can compare the two and tell me what you think. That's the first one. Only thing that I'm seeing that's different is in this image right here, my mom's eye color is lighter in the original image. If you guys can look at the eye color, my mom's eyes are lighter than what ChatGPT generated. Okay, so this is ChatGPT. Look at the eyes. And these eyes are darker. But I think that ChatGPT had to make the image kind of darker because the image was light. So therefore it made the eyes darker. Because there wasn't much to work with. Like, look how broken up it was. And look at this. I think it did an amazing job. And like, there are some differences. I see some differences. Like, this looks more like my mom to me than this. But at the same time, I think it did a great job. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think it did a good job. So, Fezwise says amazing. And Nick, I think that's a hand clap or a wave. Waving hey. Okay, that's one way to type in an emoji. So yeah, what I'm gonna do moving forward, like the rest of this month, I'm gonna say, is I'm gonna research some different AIs that can be used within this industry, besides just generating graphics and the typical things that we use it for. Like, and digitizing, it's just not there yet. Digitizing is just way too complicated. It's not there yet. But I'm gonna research some more AIs and learn how to use them. We got some great ideas so far using ChatGPT to create invoices, to create release forms, so you're not liable in case a customer's merchandise gets messed up. If they want to bring you an actual product to embroider on it, that's really important, because a lot of times I get customers asking me to embroider on their stuff, and I just say, yeah, I don't even do release forms, and knock on wood, I haven't had to replace anything yet. But I definitely think, hearing from Jerry, I'm definitely going to implement that in my business and have my customers sign release of liability forms for their if they choose to bring me stuff. It's very, very, very important, and it can eat up all your profit if you mess up somebody's stuff. All right, so good stuff so far, good stuff. So I just want to show you guys this real fast and see what you thought about it, this versus that, and give you an idea of some other things that you can use AI for. Because reason why, right? When doing DTF, a lot of the times customers will give me some messed up images. And I believe that, guys, are you following? You get a messed up image from a customer, ChatGPT, put that image in there, offer it as a service, possibly an upcharge. And a lot of the times in our software, specifically DTF software, the color removal tool doesn't work that well. So, can you put an image inside of ChatGPT or any other of the, because I know it's just a lot of AIs, it's not just ChatGPT, guys, but that's just the most common one that all of us are familiar with. Can you put an image in there and have it remove the background, and write an intricate remove the background prompt, and will it successfully remove the background? Now, I had an image earlier today that I printed out, but I wasn't able to remove the background because the background had gradients in it, and it wasn't done on purpose. It wasn't like a gradient that was in the image. It looked like my client took a picture of an image, and there was like light shining on the image, so the background was kind of like different shades, even though I can tell it's supposed to be solid. So I wasn't able to remove the background with my background removal tool in the software. So actually, I just printed it as it is, because I tried to call the customer 3 times, but they didn't respond, and I wasn't able to get them on the phone. So those are just some ideas of things that we can use AI for, besides just generating images and possibly digitizing. But like I said, I researched, and there is no digitizing software AI that's 100% AI. In the softwares, some softwares, there are digitizing tools that you can use that are AI assisted. That's what I got from what ChatGPT said. All right, so Jerry Polson said, I use Notebook LM to help me with learning. Like, I have a notebook that is about my Racoma machine, and it helps me with questions on how to use the machine correctly. Interesting. Okay. All right. So using AI to help you better understand and problem solve, troubleshoot problems you might be having with your embroidery machine. That's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. So guys, if you're catching this video on replay, in the comments, I want you to let us know if you've ever used AI, what AIs are you using, and how you're implementing those AIs inside of your printing and embroidery business. I want to know. We want to know. I showed you what I've done recently, and I gave you an idea of what else you can use with image enhancements. And I think we can all agree that AI does a pretty good job, an outstandingly good job, better job than I could have done, retouching and, quite frankly, giving images new life. In the comments, let me know what you think. What are you using the AI for? What do you plan on using AI for? What do you wish AI did that it doesn't currently do, that it might do in the near future? A-Dubb Productions, thank you so much for watching. Guys, AlanAwade.com if you want some DTFs, some UV DTFs, some stickers, or you want to inquire about some custom embroidered items. Talk to you guys on our next video. Thanks so much for joining. Talk to you later. Peace.